History remembers great wars, started by assassinations, betrayals, or revolutions. But in 1925, Europe came dangerously close to another war because of a dog. It began on the Greek-Bulgarian border, near a small town called Petric, a quiet rural place surrounded by mountains and mistrust. After the First World War, both countries were still bleeding. Greece felt humiliated after years of fighting the Ottomans and losing men in Asia Minor. Bulgaria, too, carried deep scars, stripped of land and dignity after the Treaty of Neuilly. The border between them wasn't just a line on a map. It was a wound. On October 19, 1925, a Greek soldier was patrolling the border with his dog, his only companion. Then, the dog spotted something. Maybe a rabbit, maybe just movement in the grass, and ran. The soldier shouted and chased after it, across the invisible line separating Greece from Bulgaria. Moments later, gunfire echoed through the valley. Bulgarian guards, startled by the soldier's sudden approach, opened fire. The Greek soldier fell. His dog stopped running. When word reached Athens, Prime Minister Theodoros Pangalos exploded with fury. He called it an unprovoked murder, a deliberate insult to Greek honor. He demanded Bulgaria apologize, punish those responsible, and pay compensation within 48 hours. Otherwise, Greece would act. But in Sofia, Bulgaria's government insisted it was all a tragic misunderstanding. They claimed Greek soldiers had crossed the line first, and that their guards merely defended themselves. They appealed to the League of Nations, the world's fragile peacekeeper, for help. Yet before diplomats could even respond, Greece had already mobilized. Columns of Greek soldiers marched north. Artillery roared, villages burned. Bulgaria, unprepared for another war, ordered its troops not to resist, fearing a full invasion. But civilians fled as smoke filled the skies over Petric. For 10 days, chaos reigned. 2 soldiers were dead, dozens wounded, and hundreds displaced, all because of a dog. The League of Nations finally intervened. They condemned Greece's invasion and demanded immediate withdrawal. Greece, cornered by international pressure, backed down and was ordered to pay £45,000 in compensation. When the troops finally left, only ashes and silence remained. The world's newspapers mocked the event. They called it the War of the Stray Dog. Cartoonists drew maps of Europe with barking dogs and panicked generals. But beneath the laughter was something darker. How quickly human pride can turn grief into war. How fragile peace really was, even after millions had died just a few years before. For the people of Petric, it wasn't a joke. It was the smell of smoke in the fields, the fear in their homes, the sound of thunder that wasn't a storm. History may laugh, but they still remembered the dog, the one that never came back, and the men who followed it into madness. Because sometimes the line between peace and war is as thin as a leash.